I'm Helen McGuffie, work for Central Laundry Limited.
And you?
Helen McGuffie, Director of Central Laundry Limited.
And what's the work relationship?
Mother and daughter, but she's also my manager.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Pardon?
That's an interesting dynamic.
Yes, it is, yeah. Works well though.
Works well,
Yeah.
good. And you obviously chose Cullen Scholefield. Why did you choose Cullen Scholefield for the qualification?
I had heard, I'd been recommended from somebody else to Cullen Scholefield. I had a look on the website, I spoke to Robert about it. He gave me quite a lot of information and feedback, so I had to look through it all and decided that this was the way forwards.
Right, okay. And so what were the sort of main factors for choosing Cullen Scholefield versus somebody else?
That I could do it all through distant learning. That was the main thing for me. I didn't have to go to London because I live 3 hours away from here.
Right.
So that was the main thing for me, that I could do it all through my own work in the workplace.
Right.
And I didn't very often or at all have to come into London for any workshops.
And did that help you as well?
It did, because I knew that she was also, we accommodated the work level that she needed to do to achieve this level.
Yes.
So we factored that into her working day, and to be perfectly honest, it didn't affect her working day at all.
Brilliant.
And it was something that she could learn. She's got hands-on experience as well, so what she's learning on paper, she's actually putting into practice. Obviously, initially, she joined us in March this year. She's basically taken the human resources department by its teeth.
So you haven't worked together all the time then?
No.
We're in separate offices.
Right, okay.
So Helen did completely do human resources herself until I came, and then I kind of took bits over bit by bit, and
Right.
now you don't have a lot of input really, do you?
No. She'll come to me if she's got a question on something or a query.
So have you done the qualifications yourself
She's more
before?
qualified than I am now.
Right. So are you thinking about doing the qualifications, or are you?
No, I'm thinking of retiring. Actually, quite the opposite.
Brilliant.
It was a business that we developed, her father, my husband and I, and it sort of grew and grew from 5 staff. We now have 93 staff.
Wow.
You know, so I've had to learn on the hoof and develop systems that work for our business. But Hannah's now going to move on from this level to the next level.
Do you have a difference in approach? Do you find
Yes.
is that a good thing to sort of try?
I think it is a good thing because not necessarily my approach is the best, not necessarily hers is the best, so we can kind of both give what we think is best and then come to somewhere in the middle, or agree on what Helen thinks, agree on what I think is best. So we do have very different approaches in ways of doing things that way.
Definitely.
So you're both still learning?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at any time of life you're still learning, if you've got the right mind.
Yeah, and attitude.
Yeah.
So who was your advisor?
Maureen.
Maureen.
Yeah.
How did you get on with Maureen?
Brilliant. Absolutely loved her. Brilliant. So helpful. Yeah, she was perfect.
So obviously you've gone through this. Would you recommend Cullen Scholefield to anybody else?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. And when did you finish your qualification?
November the 11th.
Just recently?
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay. So you haven't had much time off then.
No.
So I was going to say you had some time off. What would you do next? But you haven't had enough time off yet.
No,
have you?
well, I'm having a little break over Christmas and the New Year, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to start the level 7 in the New Year.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Very dedicated. Very good. Anything you'd like to say to Maureen?
Thank you very, very much for all the hard work and patience that you've had and getting me through it as quick as I've done it as well. Like, she's kept up with me brilliantly.
So you've been very quick then, by the time.
Yeah, I think I did it in 4.5, 5 months.
Good grief.
But she's kept up with me brilliant. She's given me so much help, information. Just thank you very much.
That's amazing. So is having a qualification very important to you?
It is to me, but I think it also is in working life nowadays. You can't do a lot without a piece of paper now, so it is important.
Brilliant. Well done. That's amazing. Amazing timeline as well. So have a nice day, and thank you very much for
Thank you.